Hello, I'm MJ. I'm your Atlas to Love, Light, and Life, and I'm a Pisces. So today I'm just making a video for fellow Pisceans, us little fishies, right? And it's January 3rd, but this is a timeless reading, so it was meant for you to hear it whenever it finds you. Before I begin, I will tell you a little bit about myself. I am Melinda Clevenger on Facebook and Instagram. And all of my other social media sites are listed below. I have a TikTok shop or whatever site, and like I have an Etsy store. I'm going to be selling some candles, so look for those coming up this January. They will be twin flame alignment candles, set with intention, made with ritual. Look at my shop and check out the description. It will explain everything to you. Let's see. My email address is em3dj3@gmail.com if you'd like to schedule a personalized reading. And I guess that's what I wanted to start this reading with tonight. I have made so many close friends being a tarot card reader all over the world. And these crystals that I have sitting down here, they're gifts. They have the energy from all over this country in them. I have close friends in the East, in Massachusetts. I have close friends in the West, California. That's where this one came from. This Tesla coil's from the East. So I've also traveled. I've been everywhere, to all states except for 4 in this country. And my energy, you know, it's out there. It's been everywhere. So I can pick up on everything that you are experiencing and understand it a little bit better than some of the other readers. But the main point I wanted to make is that I'm a real person, just like you guys. And when we connect and bond, it's a lasting kind of thing. It doesn't usually just happen where somebody gets one reading. I'm still friends with everybody. I have a very close friend down in Florida. I have a very close friend in Texas. I have a very close friend in Arizona. I have a very close friend in Indiana. In fact, she sent me this makeup as a present, like for Christmas. It was a surprise, and it's so amazing just to share this energy with everybody. And we're all going through, apparently, a lot right now. Like, it's just like half of the people are kind of like not letting things get to them, and the other half are learning these lessons. They're going through some growth. And when we all pull together and stay in constant contact, it's the best way for all of us to, you know, heal the planet and, you know, evolve ourselves. But this reading is for Pisces today. I'm a Pisces sun, but I would advise you to watch my channel here on YouTube and try and watch your rising signs and your moon sign as well. I'm an Aquarius rising and a Virgo moon. But let us begin. This space is cleansed. I'm representing all of the elements on my table, and there's an offering for my guides and my team. I am a psychic medium, but I like to keep these readings, because it's a general reading, more intuitive, because some of the message is for some of you and the rest of it is for others. So keep an open mind. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, by the way. And I highly recommend purchasing a personalized reading. You won't regret it. That's a promise. Check out my Etsy reviews. They are golden. So the first deck I'm going to use is not a deck that you can share, and that's okay. I'll just tell you what the cards mean. I'm going to pull 3 cards from each deck. They're all pre-shuffled. Some decks use reversal, some don't. I like to do what the maker of the deck recommends. I know these decks like the back of my hand. The first card here is this is my newest deck, by the way. This was gifted from my friend in Arizona. So, you know, that's what happens. We pay it forward and it all comes back energetically. That love and that healing, the unconditional being there for each other. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, so in the past, let's see the previous years, because this is 2022, or whenever you're watching it, we were hanging in there for something. We were waiting for something big to come for us, because we know Pisces are the stars, and that comes in the cards. Right now, you know, we have this giant, like enormous potential, and we could do so many great things for the world, so many great things for so many people. So we were waiting for that in the past, and right now we're saying, but why does life kind of feel so basic? I don't feel like a 3D being. I think that I'm experiencing the higher realms and the senses and all the other dimensions, especially that 5D stuff right now. I mean, we're grounded. We can manifest anything that we want, and we know that, but there is a little bit of a waiting period. And what we have coming in the future is, like, sometimes everybody doesn't want to hear a message, and that's fine. It's almost like a solo mission where trust your team, trust your guides, and know that you're never going to be led astray. If there's a past reference that you can find within yourself, any kind of situation where somebody was taking advantage of you, it's not going to happen in your future. We're wise. Pisces are very old souls. We've been here many times, and we're not going to be taken advantage of. There's going to be information that we can use to get what we want, because we are superstars, and we have these bigger, better purposes than just like, oh, go to school and be a normal person. So aim high. Let's see what else we get. Let's look at love in the next pull here, because I'm MJ. Let's do love, light, and life. So that was more of a life feeling I got with those cards. In this deck I can show you, and I will. She does use reversals. Let's see, this is Luminant Spirit. Oh yeah. I don't know where you guys are from, but I live in Ohio. It's cold as hell. We used to joke around that hell for was over because that was kind of hell, but it's really not. We can be happy in any place we've been. Trust me, I've been everywhere. These cards, when it comes to love, say that in the past we may have settled for some things or situations that were kind of below us. Maybe there was people in our life and we didn't really like the things about them, but we were like, oh, well, I have to give them the benefit of the doubt and understand their feelings, because that's what we do. We're empathic, you know, intuitive. And what we have going right now is very positive. Anybody who's trying to manifest a specific person in their love life, the Ace of Pentacles says it's going to come into reality for you, and it's going to look different for everybody. Some people might just be happy with a message. Other people might need them in the physical form, the element of earth here, the Pentacles. But this one does always, you know, an Ace of Pentacles means financial things are coming in. And I was getting some messages earlier that, let's say, you do what you do and they do what they do. You two could work so good as a team. The aces always feel like they represent the flame for me. That number one, right? This is new beginnings materially. So this can be money and stuff like that that might bring them to you in a way. Once they see how much of a rising star that you are, they might want to come into your life and they might support your causes. Whatever it is you do to make money. Or maybe there'll just be opportunities for you to share that special gift you have in actual reality. And that'll pull your person in. what they show for the future is that no matter what, even if your person comes to you, or if well, I'll show you the card. And yes, my kittens destroyed this deck when we had kittens this spring, and we found a home for all of them, which is a beautiful, wonderful thing. But this shows the Hanged Man, and I think above all else, no matter what, in every scenario that you exist in for the rest of your life, always go within and see that light, find the positivity in each of the situations, and make that the first and foremost thing. Because you can't be there for other people if you're not being there for yourself. So take the time to do the things that are important to you. We all have rituals, we all have routines, we all have needs. And sometimes we can't expect other people to meet them for us. And many of us are going to learn along the way that we always had everything that we wanted and needed within us. And the universe always had our back. So we were trying to control things and say, this is what we need. But this card says, go with it. Like, be grateful for yourself, first and foremost. When it comes to your love life, it does say in this card to shine your light outward. So make videos like me, make connections across the country so you can spread your energy around. But stay grounded and stay rooted in yourself. And that's when your person wants to come hang around with you. Let's look next. Another deck that I am able to share with you guys is the Tattoo Tarot deck. 3 cards. Now this deck doesn't use reversals, so we'll honor the maker. Okay. Next. Okay. I was thinking business. I was thinking work here. And that's what came in the cards. There was times in the past when you had to hesitate because of emotional clutches. You knew what you wanted. You saw where you wanted to go, but you didn't have the opportunity to go there. Well, what we have coming for you, or what's happening right now, is the Seven of Pentacles. So take a moment, pause, right? And really figure out, I'm being literal here, and this reading I'm doing at the very beginning of the year with New Year's resolutions and stuff. Sit down, write it out. This is what I want. I'm reading this book, not reading. It's not just a reading book. You actually go within it. And this was gifted from my friend in East in Massachusetts, one of them. So I have 2 close friends there. And you go inside every day and you write down your manifestations. So first in the morning, you write it down 3 times. And then in the afternoon, you write it down 6 times. And in the evening, you write it down 9 times. You don't say, this is what I want. You say, I already have this. You say, I love having this. And this is why I'm worthy of this. And then it talks about like, what actions are you going to take to get what you need? How do you visualize it? In the morning or evening, it's up to you. You can do it before or after. You write down 9 positive affirmations, I am statements, and how do I feel? What am I thankful for? What have I noticed, or is there any changes? And so it's a really great book. So go on YouTube and Instagram and everything and follow. It's this book, the 369 Project. I highly recommend it. And everything comes into my life in the numbers of 369, but this is 2022. And before 2022 even got here, now I'm getting 2s. It used to be 1111s, now it's 222, and you know, multiples of 3s and 6s and 9s. The messages are there if we just pay attention and interpret them. I'd also like to share something that I was sharing with a friend today. We all have an ability to be psychic within us. So what I would highly recommend is the skill that I had read in a book somewhere a long time ago. And it says, after I leave a place, wherever it is, a family function, a a store, work, or your job, just even in your living room, step back. We're evaluating our work and our skills and what we are here to do for our life purposes on this planet. And I think everybody needs to foster their psychic abilities because we all have them. So what I would highly recommend is to, let's say I went somewhere and I was there for half an hour. That's an easy one to start with. Because after you get really good at this, you can do it for like hours, like a whole day of what happened with you. But take yourself back to that place and, you know, just kind of sit, get quiet, you know, in that meditative state where I'm relaxed, and don't listen to the words that people said, but relive what you have experienced. And what you want to be focusing on is the non-verbal stuff. How are they holding their body? Were they turning against me or towards me? I think that we all have a pretty good system where we can understand other people, especially us Pisces. Oh my goodness. And so do that. Emit the words. Pay attention to the feelings each of them are expressing without words in all of the different areas around you, and especially the people that weren't talking to you. The person in the store on the other side of the store. You know more within your brain and your mind, and by using your senses, than you even realize that you know. We know all. We know everything. And then just another thing is to go out into nature. And I know it's cold. Like my feet were like freezing to the ground earlier, but I still do it anyways because we need those light codes. It's very important. And pay attention to the birds. Pay attention to the trees. Get a good feel for the environment. It's such good practice. What we have coming in the future when it comes to work is the most productive time in our whole entire lives. 8 of Pentacles is the best spot, period, to get when it comes to our job, because you're doing everything that you love for a living. Do you know how important that is? Make sure you're doing something that you love, and if it's not at your actual job, do it on the side. Many Pisceans are very crafty. We can either write, we pick up more. When we read a novel or like an article, we get so much more out of that than some of the other signs, you know, really do. And that's just because we've been around so many different times. We get the gestalt, the full intended meaning, and we pick up on things in the world that are happening that like make sense, that makes all the sense in the world to us. We know people. We understand why they feel the way when they're experiencing what they're feeling, and just like we can watch a movie and like understand concepts. Like every movie that's ever been made is about enlightenment. It's about twin flames. It's about love. There's the drama comes in, and then the people overcome that. They grow spiritually. Just all of these concepts. And here she's got some books on the table. She's an architect or whatever, you know, like crafting these things. But she's using like the tools of math and science and things like that. Every single thing you touch is going to turn to gold in the future. So I know you've always known that was coming for you. And if you've been through any hardships or trials or tribulations, you don't know, whatever you call it, it was just so that you would see the light within you and notice how well-rounded you are. And you can work with more than one thing, but you're going to love every day. And that's like the most important to learn in life. Okay, I can also use this deck here. It's the Sun and Moon Tarot. I can show you. No reversals here. So in the past, we get the Wheel of Fortune. This one's standing out to me. Currently, there's some Tower moments. And I'll explain what I think that means too. Of course I will. I'm a real person. And then the future is the Three of Pentacles. That's like art. Yes, collaborating with others. So as a Pisces, keep sharing your cause. You don't have to say, this is what I want and this is what I need. Keep telling the world, this is what I'm trying to get and this is how I'm going to get it. And they're going to hear you and they're going to say, I'm going to invest in you because you're worth it. Like, you amaze me. You're so gifted and so talented. But we got to the middle-ish of the major arcana. Life changed us. Our circumstances are so totally different now than they were before. And, you know, I mean, I'm not saying everybody's like in the best circumstances now, but we don't even have the same viewpoint that we used to have about it. It's like, I'm not gonna let shit bother me anymore. Somehow we grew up. We went to the next cycle of our life. And then we have the tower for right now, for currently, and that's the number 16. But it's like some bridges that are being burned for some of us. This feels like friendship, actually, this part of the reading. And not really so much love. It can be love too, though. Maybe we piss somebody off for Pisces. It's what we do. We're super great and positive and happy all the time, but we're also big feelers. And when we're hurting, we don't want to put up other people's crap. And I'm sensing a feeling or a situation where somebody was kind of bringing us down. It wasn't really fitting, and we were like just like the kindest soul ever. So we stayed in their life, and we've kind of, you know, parted some ways because we needed to. And it was for them, it wasn't for us. There's some growth they need to do. We don't heal others. The only person, the only one that can heal you or anyone else is yourself. And so by holding some people up that needed to come to some of their own conclusions, we had to make this ultimatum. We had to say, I'm going to give you some space. I still love you, but there's certain things as a Pisces we're there to fall down on, fall back on. And sometimes people can treat us a little bit bad too, or not even give a crap about us, and we'll just take it. Well, this card says, let them go. And if it was meant to be, they will come back. And that's kind of current in not all of our relationships with friends or family, but in some of them. So we get real close and kind of pull back, and we get real close and then we kind of pull back. And don't ever feel bad or guilty about that, because you're working for the universe and you're so spiritually connected that, like, even if your thinking mind and brain and subconscious mind confuses you and all that stuff, it's like everything's happening to you. It's just exactly the right timing. And when the key fits again, they'll be back, or you'll be back. I don't think Pisces are the type of people who are like, I'll never talk to you again, because we have the biggest hearts, and so we'll always be there for everybody. But there's times when they need to be there for themselves. So that's the feeling I get with that one there. What happens in the future is very positive, though. All those people, anybody who you know has gone out of your life for a minute or anything like that, this can be twin flames, it can be family, it can be best friends. They're all coming back in. They realize your worth. They value you. They want to be part of everything and anything that you're doing. They're gonna give a crap about your feelings, what's going on with you, what's happening with you, and they're not gonna be so one-sided anymore. So let them come in, is what this card says. And they're gonna come in threes. All good and bad things happen in threes, if you pay attention. Okay. Over here, I'm gonna open this one up. And this is something that we made when I was younger, in my 20s. My boyfriend was making guitars for a living, little guitars, until like I helped make these boxes for everybody for Christmas. And my mom got two back then. Well, actually, I think my grandma got one and my mom got one, and so like she gave that back to me. Over here, I have this antique tin that used to belong to my family. It's almost like a cigar case, but like it's antique, and I love that it belonged to my great-grandparents. So I don't think they smoke cigars, but it's beautiful. And then on this side of my table, hey, we got two without even trying. I've got a little, for my channel messages, like it comes in like this little stand. I'm gonna show you guys that stuff. Here, let me show you real quick. So this is where I keep my channel messages from your soul. This is my great-great-grandmother's, my grandpa's side. That's beautiful. And here I have this tin that I can keep my cards in, which also came. This one was from my grandma. Shai's family, and it was her, her sister, I think. But when she passed, I had gone to her house and I didn't get anything. I'm not the type of person to go in and take stuff at all. But I watched the house and I took care of it and I connected with the energies, helped her pass over and things like that, because that's what we do. That's what I do. Her name was Helen. I was just so grateful to be there. But I just love having this kind of stuff. And I had kittens this year, and my friend from the east, they had sent me this little beautiful drawing pad with a little mommy holding her kitten, a girl holding her kitten. She also drew this picture of me, so that's pretty beautiful. And I did this one because I like to do everything pretty geometric. I'm all into, you know, these kind of shapes and stuff. This is Tesla coil in a tourmaline, which also came from black tourmaline. Keeps you grounded. It also came from Leo. So the makeup came from Andrea, and the first deck that I had been using came from Nancy. This one here came from Jackie. Got several here from Leah also. And then the third eye ones that I have in the heart, rose quartz. And then that desert rose, because the desert in California is my favorite place in the world. So I like to be close to the ocean, but it's also sort of deserty there, and I love the mountains the best. Okay, so let's see what came here. And this is the Though deck. So can't use that one for making money. But the Hermit card also comes up again. So you and me and many of us are going to be spending some time, or have spent some time in the past alone. And we've sort of gotten used to that, because the next card is a 3 of discs here. We found a way to make it work. Whether the people around us will like us or not, it shows that we're very, what's that word for business, where we can find a way to make money against all odds, and get all of the things that we need. And those were gifts from the universe, by the way. Many of us have been in situations where we didn't have a home for a minute, or starving for a minute or something like that, but we haven't starved yet. We have a roof over our heads right now. That was the universe. We're worthy of those tests. What that really shows is that in the past, in your past lifetimes, you had a lot of money. You had everything. You were giving to others. Well, what we had to learn and share and prove in this lifetime is I have nothing, and I'm still going to give to others. So, congratulations. It's not easy being a Pisces, but I kind of think we're the best. I like other signs too, but we've really earned it. We have established this honor. We honor ourselves and what's important to us at all costs, no matter what. We're not gonna let somebody bring our energy down. It's so true. Oh my gosh. It's like, that's what's gonna be directed to us and at us. And, you know, like other signs might not really know how to deal with that, and it might come out in different ways, which we get angry at times too. We've got that fire within us, but we're the healing, cleansing waters. So thank you so much for everything you're doing, Pisces. I'm being serious. And don't forget to watch your other signs also. Okay, let's move on. So that was kind of a general one. It wasn't really love or anything. Let's do love again. Let's see what we get here. Because, you know, love's all we need. Let yourself first. Now, this one is the standard Ride-A-Mate deck. So I'll go ahead and show you these cards too. And I'm feeling like I'd like to kind of address health in this one too. So, health and love. Okay. They do use reversal. Oh my gosh. Perfect. This makes a lot of sense to me. Okay, here we go. So first off, we have the Temperance card. And the universe was really making us be put in these situations where they were testing our patience. Oh my gosh, it was like the worst thing ever. And then you switch everything up and you go to the next scenario and it's the same exact thing. Like, how can I feel this bad when I'm going through my life? This is torture. Yeah. In a sense, we were here to be tortured. because we're that strong inside. We have so much guidance from our angels, and so for many people, they weren't picking up on that, but we're starting to know now. If you need any help with that, let me know. I can share you some, tips. Oh, and just pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. A lot of this has to do with the twin flame stuff, because I had said that this was love. And it could also mean that there could be injuries or illnesses that we've experienced in our life that we're trying. Oh my gosh. And sometimes that leads us down bad paths, addictions and things like that. I mean, I took pain pills for years because I had to, or I couldn't walk, but I couldn't function when I took that stuff. Currently, this is the best. It's the Magician card, because I think every Pisces is magical. M-A-G-I-C-K. Find that within you. But we don't just have one of the tools. We're here to carry that torch. And it's two-sided because it's a flame connection. We have all of the tools available to us that we will need for the rest of our lives. And our job is to share that with others. We need to make magic. Share it with the world. It's really unconditional love. We have nothing to worry about. We are going to be healthy in the future. And our person's going to come right in. It's the 11. I have to tell you that I feel like it's moved to a 2-2-2-2. And I expect to hear that a little bit more in the future collectively. But we've progressed to the next level. So many of us have done, we're the first tier. And we're at the second level. It's a celebration. It's stability, which many of us lack in life as Pisceans. And your counterpart could be a flame or fire sign, but not for everybody. But we have very fertile times ahead. We're going to be very proud of who we are and what we've accomplished, and we're going to be able to share that with others. Okay. Next, I'll do the Gypsy Witch. Okay, so make a wish. And let's pick the card. Okay, the card, your flame's coming in, is the flame. So let's make our wish. Whatever it is, take your time. You can hit pause if you need to. And shuffle the deck. And I'll tell you, if this year following when you watch this, makes me feel in general, there's like some big fancy days this year, like February 2nd, 2022. Look at all those cues. Okay, so we shuffled the deck several times. Let me do it one more time here. Okay, I'm going to tell you whether it's time for your manifestation or wish or dream to come into fruition. .44. Yeah, it's an even number. Whenever you pull an even number, that means yes. So this is the year. Wait for it though, don't force it. Don't tell the universe what to do. Share your feelings intuitively. This is how I feel, and this is why I feel that way, and I'm going to acknowledge that. I'm not going to hide from it. Let's see, I'll pull a couple. I just let me also pull. So sorry about my allergies. Hey, not like a medicine. Okay, so in the center here, we have the safe. Riches are coming to you and me. We serve that. Okay, the piggy. Oh my gosh, this one is an omen of phenomenal luck and great abundance, high honors, and all ambitions attained. Okay. Oh, domestic bliss and happiness. That's a beautiful card. I like to think of this as number 3 as the house always wins. Think of it like gambling. That's very positive. The fish, what the crap? Oh my God, every money card, like every single money card. The fish is the emblem of riches through stocks. We are also little fishies. Pisces. Yeah, this is our year. The ring. So it's not only money, it's your person too. Hey, buy one of my candles. Trust me, when I have them on there, you want to get one. It's gonna bring them into alignment with you. Physical union for all. 2 cards fell here. The rose. I don't care if you've aged or if you're young or anything like that, but you're beautiful. To them. A rose by any other name, right? Shakespeare. And then we have, oh, okay, flowers. Rose and flowers and the ring. Okay. It's a great year. We love love. Pisces love love, and that's what it appears. We're getting love and riches in all these cards. Like, we were hanging around and waiting for so long. It's our time to shine. Right? Okay. Rapiers, think of it like the 2 of swords. And the way this card makes me, okay, it says that there's assaults that will threaten right before a manifestation comes in, or all of your manifestations come in. Somebody's going to try and stop it. And that somebody might not necessarily be somebody outside of you, because there's too much harmonic kind of stuff going on. It's within us. Right before we're about to get everything that we want, we start to question it all. Do not let the element of air get in the way. Express that. Express those feelings. Put it on a blog site. Don't even tell anybody what it's at, where it's at. Paint it out. Play music, you know. Just write it out, something. Get that stuff out of there. Quit fighting yourself. Because we don't really care what other people think or say. As Pisces, you know. We got it out. We do and we don't. But the bride. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we get the bride also. And this one says, for a single person, or a person who's gone within and has told themselves, I don't really need other people because I make myself happy. This is fulfillment of their highest aims. Beautiful. Marriage. I know that's not for everybody, but these days there's something more or different than just like, you know, an actual marriage with a person. It's called a spiritual partnership. It's more important than any other kind of connection on the planet. For those of you who haven't found your person, you're going to find your person. For those of you who know who your person is, they're coming in. Or you're going to find yourself standing next to them in a grocery store in a city or town or something like what the fuck? In many cases, it's like, not again. This is so nuts. So the universe brought us together. So, or, you know, like comment on the same thing, even if you're not following each other on some kind of social media. It could be anything like that at all. Like, how did this just happen? And they're going to notice too. Just like you. It's really going to make them question things within themselves also. Okay, so let's do, the last one that I like to do. It's Thursday. I'm getting a new deck of cards that's like angel cards. Like it's not like the angel readings that other people do. It's the archangels. And so what we do at the beginning is like pull one card, and then we ask that angel to be, it's like deities and things like that, to be with us. I already do that anyways, but I thought it would be so cool to have the deck and do all my magical stuff to bring them here. I'm a channeler, you know. So I cannot wait to get that. And also, it's super exciting to me. It doesn't just do the positive ones, it does the negative ones too. And we're all light and dark. So don't try and say you're light all the time. But don't go around being dark either. You know, try and stay right there in the middle. No extremes. Don't go too high, don't go too low. Stay right there in the middle. You can have everything and anything that you want in the world. And be stable and steady and like right there in the middle for everybody else in your life too, because they need you. Your Pisces. Okay. With this deck, I always do a little one shuffle. And I kind of push them up together like that, and I always cut it one time. I do like one in front and back, and I pull the top card. So this is from your soul. It's from your person, or it's from yourself to them. It's one soul, two bodies, you know. Oh, that's what I was talking about before. Like if we can balance our divine feminine and divine masculine, it brings it right into alignment. So be feminine, but also be masculine. Stay right there in the middle. Okay, I'm afraid to have you because I'm afraid of losing the best thing that has ever happened to me. This makes me think of those fairy tale romantic situations where, wow, that happened, and they don't want to lose that. If it, let's say they were to meet you or you were to meet them and like it wouldn't go well, they'd never have that. So like, it's like the best day of their life kind of scenario. Like, how did the energy, was it so high, so pulling? Okay, it says, okay, from them to you or from you to them, it's in the soul, the masculine to the feminine to the masculine, and there's a feminine and masculine in both of you, but it's all in soul. So complicated. Yeah, I know it is, but it really all makes sense. If you have any questions about that, let me know. If I was with you, would I disappoint you too? Because I couldn't live with knowing that I ever made you unhappy. Yeah, we fight in relationships. It's who we are. Family relationships, friend relationships, relationships with spouses. I would never want to have to fight with that person, right? Sometimes I wonder if you know all of my secrets. It's almost as if I can sense you there, reading my mind and hearing all my thoughts. It's because we are third eye connection and that kundalini stuff. We're energetically connected, and we've known each other better many times because we're the same person, the same soul. And so many Pisces are psychic. I like that card came for us. I think of you first thing in the morning and every night before I fall asleep. Even if your mind's not registering it, you are. Even if you're saying, I'm not picturing their face, I am picturing their face, I'm not picturing their face. You are picturing their face. You are feeling their vibration, the frequency that our soul resonates as one, the unconditional love. That's how we can get through every day. The good days and the bad days. Okay. You have every quality I admire in others. Sometimes I cannot believe someone as perfect as you for me was ever created. What this card means is that many flames, regardless of age, have a lot of the same characteristics. Same facial features, same height or disposition, same likes and dislikes, like music lovers or not music lovers, like the same types of foods or not the same types of foods. It's that mirroring quality. And that's why you love those things about yourself, because it makes you who you are. But they have a lot of those similar things, the same things too. And so they see it in themselves and they think, only that one is like me. Everybody else is so different. Okay, so we have another one here coming in that's about being afraid. What if I screwed a relationship with you up too? Then I wouldn't have a dream or a life with you to dream about anymore. It's what keeps me going. Pretty sure I just said that. I'm not really surprised, but on the bad days and the good days, they're thinking of you. And they just wouldn't want to screw things up with you. And you wouldn't want to screw things up with them. We're Pisces. We're sort of like loose cannons at times. But we're also the most stable beings. It's also, we keep everybody. We're like the peacekeepers. But we're also wild childs. So like moon childs and sun childs, the divine. Like this is the sun reading. And so that would highlight the divine masculine within all of us, regardless of your gender. If you know your flames, sun, moon, and rising, watch their stuff too, and that will all make a lot of sense to you. Okay, I'm being guided and directed to you. The signs are overwhelming. They're everywhere. Man, have I been hearing this a lot, especially in the Aries people. They're like, I saw so many numbers today. I'm like, something's right around the corner. And many of them, I'm like, you're going to give something up that you've been clinging to. Let it go. They're like, what would I give up? I can't think of it yet. But it's something they thought that they needed. For us, Pisces, we're the ones holding down the fort. We're the strong ones right now. You don't have to be rich. You are who you are. And you're not changing for anyone. That makes you so beautiful, so handsome. Whether you're the masculine or the feminine, because that's within both. So complicated. I really should make a video explaining that a little bit more, but definitely send me messages if you have any questions. All right, this one's a good one. It says, I want you to be mine, and I want to give you everything I've got over and over again forever. I don't think that just means sex, but it definitely makes me think of like the last card. So that's important too. They're channeling the energy, that kundalini within, and they're like, why do I think of them every time? If you're not, you know, in physical union, but even for people who are, they want you, they lust over you. You're the one they think of when they think of sex. But also, I feel like all of those moments in life, just daily, mundane things, they want to be the one providing for you, or you want to be the one providing for them. It's like everything you've done it for them. Back and forth, you know, vice versa, ditto. I haven't said that word in years. All right, so just hang in there. I need a minute to work on myself, and then I will be back around. This one makes a lot of sense. I don't feel like it's coming into like the first of the year, or like the minute that you watch this video. I feel like the universe is going to play a few little games with you. Your angels and guides like to tease you a little bit before it comes in, and it's going to be like, oh, thank you, I love you, universe, and thank you, universe. So on that note, definitely say thank you, universe, every day. Find out things to be grateful about that you can. And like this video, subscribe to my channel, go down below, follow me on all my social media sites, email me for a personalized reading, because we can be the best friends. And I am the most open person in the world. You can tell me anything. I do not judge. I've lived a life, and so have you, because we're real people. Try me. You'll be pleasantly surprised. If you're in a period of abundance, and if you liked this video and you want that to pay it forward and for that to come back to you, all of my pay sites are listed below as well. What a surprise and blessing it would be to pop on my phone and be like, wow, I am loved, because I'm just going to radiate that energy out, that heart chakra of to all of you that have a heart big enough to do the same and share that with me. All right, peace, love, and namaste from MJ on your Atlas to Love and Light. I like to hold my Western trinket and my Eastern trinket, and we're going to manifest the dream life of our dreams. Whatever reality we can picture or think of, it's already ours. Stay grateful, stay thankful, and we'll all be blessed collectively. I'm MJ, your Atlas to Love, Light, and Life. Thank you so much for watching. Pisces, I adore you. Thank you for being you on planet Earth in 2022, or whenever this video finds you. See you next time. Namaste.